So it's been about 4 years since you last played Hit Girl, and obviously a lot has happened to you in that time. How has your approach changed to the character in that interim?
Well, you grow up as an actor. You go from being an 11-year-old actor who hasn't experienced much in their life, and then when you're 15, it's only been 4 years, but you experience so much in that little point of time, and you change so much as a girl, especially. You become a young woman, and trying to portray that within who Minnie McCready is was really interesting because you almost meet her as if she's 15, but she still has the same exact mannerisms and the same kind of attitude as the 11-year-old hit girl you see until the end of the film when you finally see her as an adult.
What about the action sequences? I mean, are they tougher now, or were they tougher when you were younger?
They're much easier now, I'd say, because when I was younger, they had to get me to a physical fitness level to even start training. Whereas now, I kind of keep myself at that fitness level to be able to just jump into training whenever. So I pretty much just kind of jumped right into the choreography of Hit Girl pretty immediately.
And was there any sequence in particular that was difficult? I mean, you have this fight sequence with this character named Mother Russia, she's
crazy,
a 6-foot bodybuilder. What was that like?
It was great. It was such a fun kind of crazy, weird fight sequence to have with someone who's 2 feet taller than you, basically, and probably 200 pounds of muscle more than you. And it was such a contrast, but I think that's what's so cool about that fight scene, because it's this little girl who's fighting this huge woman, but they're pretty much on par with each other, and they completely can spar because she's so on her game.
And no real life injuries during that?
No. I was good, thankfully. Yeah, we had such a good stunt crew, and they kept me safe the whole time.
Do you foresee a solo Hit Girl movie in the future?
I mean, you never know. It's hard because you have to have the right reason, to make a solo Hit Girl movie. And if she's such a flashy character, you wouldn't want her to become annoying by seeing so much of her. You know what I mean? So she's kind of one of those characters you want to see in those sweet little bursts, because otherwise you might be like, okay, we get it, like you're crass and you're hardcore, but you need to have a bit of that undertone of Erin's character to have that solid through line.
And, this fall we'll see you playing another troubled teenager in Carrie. Are there any similarities between Hit Girl and Carrie's characters, do you think?
They're very different in many ways. I mean, Carrie is very introverted and very quiet, doesn't speak to anyone, and can barely speak up. And then, Hit Girl is loud and boisterous, but at the same time, what it is they both don't know what they want, but they know that they don't like what they're doing. You know what I mean? They both want something else other than what they're doing at the moment. And they both are completely off their game in a high school setting. And that is really the only similarities between the two, I'd say.